I'm geeked up, geeked up, I'm geeked up, geeked up. I started to see spaceships on Bankhead. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Geeked Up. I am Craig, and I'm just gonna jump right into it, man. We're gonna get to cooking. So what I want to talk about today is basically cartoons, plain and simple, and how much that I really love watching cartoons, even as a grown man. Hold on, man. Let me put on some of this sauce, because I know I'm about to do my thing. I'm about to get to cooking. You know, there you go. That's that Aqua de Joe Absolute, by the way. I get a close up on that. One of my favorite fragrances, you know what I'm saying? So this is off the chain. But anyway, I want to get in to these cartoons, and it kind of all started back when I was real young as a kid with me and my brother. We used to watch the cartoons back in the day. Rather came to Saturday morning stuff after school. I remember watching a lot of stuff even before school. I remember Sailor Moon, Samurai Pizza Cats. I'm taking it back to the throwbacks. The Dragon Ball Z back in the day, like for real. And that was the good stuff. Even coming home and, you know, watching even the educational stuff that used to come on. The Magic School Bus. You know, I remember that, you know, when I was a kid. And you know what? One thing about the Magic School Bus that Miss Frizzle always said, she said, take chances, make mistakes, get messy. And for some reason that always stuck with me. So I guess this is why we're here now, right? All right. So what I specifically want to talk about, though, is the DC universe, DC animated universe cartoons, and also some of the Marvel cartoons that came out. Back in the day, growing up, I remember watching Batman Beyond, Static Shock, Batman, Superman, and then that's when they had put the cartoons together and made the Justice League, and then they did Justice League Unlimited, and all of those cartoons was that fire, straight pressure, guaranteed. And I still watch those to this day. You know, I go back, brush up, I'm like, man, I really forgot how good these cartoons were. They were like excellent cartoons. So I'm gonna just jump into it. Also, around 2013 is when they start doing a shared animated universe, but it was around 2006, 2007 is when they started doing all these different types of cartoons. And I'm just going to name from back in the day a couple that was my favorite. I remember when the cartoon came out, it was called Justice League New Frontier. And it kind of had like an old style animation. It was like when they was like back in the 40s and 50s. That movie was so good. And that's still one of my favorites to this day. Another excellent one was Batman Under the Red Hood. Whew! You talking about pressure. I don't know who cooked that up, but whatever they was thinking, whew, that was a good one. We're going to also do Batman, Superman, Public Enemies, and that's basically when Lex Luthor put a bounty out on Superman's head for $1 billion, and everybody was coming after him. Batman and Superman really clowned. They showed up and they showed out, because everybody was on them. All right, and so another good one that I like was Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. And so that's when you had the crime syndicate, and they came over to Earth, and they was to Earth 1, or I believe they went over there to help them out because Lex Luthor was a good guy. But anyway, that was a very good movie. I enjoyed that one also. And so basically, I've been liking these cartoons for like years, and I'm close to 40. And like I said, I still watch them. One of my favorites back then was Static Shock, Batman Beyond. By the way, Romeo did the theme song to Static Shock. But not just with DC, also Marvel has some very good ones. The X-Men animated series that came on back in the day with that cold-blooded theme song, y'all know what I'm talking about, and they bringing it back. Shout out to Marvel for that one, for real. They bringing that back, and I'm very excited about that one. With the new design, animation style, we gonna see how they get everything going. Spider-Man back in the day, when they had the Spider-Man crossover, that's when me and my brother, we used to watch that. That was like so good and so profound. Like those cartoons really kind of molded me who I am today. And like I said, I've never really been this big sports guy, but you know, I just always loved Marvel, DC, just anything cartoon that was good. It seemed like the cartoons nowadays though, on TV, they starting to get trash. I mean, we just gotta keep it real. They starting to get trash, but it was a lot of Ben 10. All of those Ben 10 cartoons was like real good. Ben 10 was excellent. Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then they came out with Korra. Now, don't kill me on this one, y'all. And also, I want y'all to put down in the comments, what was your favorite cartoon? Whether it's now or back then. But anyway, don't kill me, y'all. I believe The Legend of Korra was better than The Last Airbender. Now that's just my opinion. I just felt like that series had so much depth to it. It was very deep. It was gripping. It was very compelling. I really liked it when they fought the Red Lotus. When they fought against Zahir and the Red Lotus, that was real good. He was basically an evil airbender. You know, he had his own political views, and you know, he was an extremist. But you know, all of those were real good. But Avatar: The Last Airbender, Korra, like I said, I love Ben 10. I still go back and watch Ben 10. I don't know what Marvel or DC need to, one of them need to grab Ben 10 ASAP. And they need to come out with an animated movie or something. But that was real good. Let's see here. So yeah, I just remember back in the day, I couldn't wait to watch Static Shock. And you know, he was actually made up by Milestone Comics. And I believe the guy that created him, he actually died. He was a black guy, but he's a very, very profound and very famous, and his name I just can't think of his name right now, but he is, you know, for the most part, one of the reasons why we have a lot of stuff today also. But not only with him, but also, you know, let's go back to the Justice League with Batman and Superman. Bruce Timm. Man, Bruce Timm is a genius. Hey, if you know, you know. And if you're a true DC person that love these cartoons, you know who Bruce Timm is. Bruce Timm is that guy. We love Bruce Timm. So, you know, I can honestly say just the amount of work that he put in, and then, you know, Batman, Kevin Conroy, he was the voice of Batman for years. So when you hear that same voice for all these Batman cartoons, that's Kevin Conroy, and that man is one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest of all time, and he's just such a terrific voice actor. I think that's all he really does play is Batman voices. I don't think I ever seen him do anything else. You know, if y'all ever seen Kevin Conroy do anything else besides just Batman, y'all let me know. And just to let y'all know, Mark Hamill played the Joker. And y'all know who Mark Hamill is. That's Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill been everywhere. Like I said, I feel as if that the cartoons that I used to watch, they influenced me a lot today because just the action of them. They had good plot to it. I really felt like I was watching a good cartoon. You know, nowadays when you watch cartoons, they got a lot more added extra stuff. Like I see a lot more social stuff in it, and y'all know what I'm talking about, which is okay. But you know, it's a cartoon. You know, let's get to it. You got the hero, you got the villain. You see what I'm saying? Then you got the action. So let's get to it. Just to show y'all, just to let y'all know, I'm not playing out here. I'm serious when it comes to this. These are just a couple of them. You see what I'm saying? This is the newest one that just came out called Green Lantern, Beware My Power. You see what I'm saying? This one was cold-blooded right here. Y'all need to get this one. You know? And this is just a couple of stuff that I grabbed real quick to make this. This Constantine one, this is pretty decent. This is pretty decent. This one right here, Deathstroke. Deathstroke did his thing. I thought it was gonna be like a TV series, cartoon at first, but I think they just made this into a movie. But this is pretty good. I could be wrong about the information when I said making this a TV series. So. Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay. This wasn't too bad. It was okay. You know. I got other stuff. What other stuff I got? You know. Justice League Dark. Apocalypse. This was the last one that they made. This one was brutal. This one wasn't about no play right here. This one was brutal. Hey, this is not for cheering. This is not for little kids. Kids can't watch it, but you know, I don't know. But this is real good. And so, like I said, just other ones. Red Sun, The Fatal Five. This came out not too long ago. This is the Bruce Timm universe. Like the cartoons from back in the day. Oh, I even snuck in a little Mortal Kombat on there. So basically, I'm just letting y'all know, like, I'm serious with this. Like, for real. You gotta be into it. You know, real geek right here. I really enjoy this. You see what I'm saying? And it's real enjoyable to watch. And now I'm gonna go on to the Marvel stuff. Most of those was DC. But I remember when Marvel, they did a couple of animated movies also. They were okay. Man, this cologne smells fire. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna let y'all see that one more time. Y'all gotta go get that. Fellas, I'm telling you, pick that up right there. So anyway, when they came out with the Ultimate Avengers, it was an animated cartoon. That one was real good. And I think that's what the MCU is kind of modeled after, is the Ultimate Universe. Because in the Ultimate Universe, Nick Fury is actually a black guy. And that's how they got him in the animated movie. But that was real good. I like how it depicted how it showed the Hulk. He literally hulked out and thrashed everybody. He acted like how a Hulk would act. That was good. Then they came out with another one called, they came out with Avengers 2, which was okay. Introduced Black Panther. It wasn't as good to me as the first one, but it was okay. And then some other movies that they came out with was it was like a 2 disc. It was a Hulk, but it had Hulk versus Thor, and it had Hulk versus Wolverine, and they both was good. That Hulk versus Wolverine one was probably the better one though, to me personally. But I really enjoyed that Hulk versus Thor because the Thor he went crazy in there. Like they really showed his true power. And so I really like the Hulk versus Thor, Hulk versus Wolverine. That was probably my favorite Marvel animated movie that they did. Now, as far as the TV shows that came out, it was around 2011 or was it 2013? Then they came out with Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Now, I'm going to tell you something about that cartoon. That cartoon was good. It was a very good depiction of the Marvel Universe in a kid-friendly way. I loved how they did that. It only lasted 2 seasons, and when they didn't renew it, I'm like, what are they thinking? Like they hit it out the park with that one. So that was a good one. And I don't know, it was just so good. I really enjoyed it. They really need to bring that back. As far as Marvel, I just thought they did good. Then they came out with all these other Marvel Avengers and then Spider-Man. And, those shows were okay. I can't knock those. Those were okay. I still watched them for what it's worth. And like I said, I can appreciate anything Marvel or DC. And so I'm going to watch it regardless if it's trash or not. And then I'm going to rewatch it to see if I really think if it's trash or not. Which I think it is trash, one of my favorites that's out now, which is a DC, is Young Justice. If y'all been following Young Justice came on, I believe, in 2013. It came out with the first 2 seasons, then all of a sudden they just completely stopped. I guess because they weren't selling enough toys, which I still don't understand how that really worked. And then they brought it back again probably about like 4 years ago with a 3rd season called The Outsiders, I believe, Young Justice Outsiders. And then they just had another season that was called Young Justice Phantoms, which was excellent. All of those Young Justice were good, but it's a lot of social stuff in there. So y'all stuff y'all gotta watch it. So I just give a little suggestion. Watch it first before you have your children watching it. Just in case. But I thought it was a cool cartoon, and overall I just love cartoons. So I just wanted to give my information and my input and let y'all know how it was. For me to watch those cartoons and how they influence me now. And like I said, I still watch them, and I might even watch one tonight. Like always, thank you for coming by. Like and subscribe, and we out here, man. I appreciate y'all.